The Bible tells us that David was a man after God's own heart, and that certainly wasn't due to his perfection. But there are so many things that we can learn from the example of David. Today I look at 1 Chronicles chapter 29. And David is doing the handoff of the kingdom to his son Solomon. And David wanted to build God a temple, but the Lord told him, no, that's going to be work that the next generation is going to do. So in this handoff to Solomon, David gives Solomon very specific orders, and then publicly does a handoff to all the people saying, this is the man, he's going to follow me, he's going to build a temple to our great God, do whatever it is he tells you to do. But here's a couple of things that I never noticed before. First of all, David had gathered a ridiculous amount of expensive supplies. That's the word I was looking for. Supplies, gold, wood, lumber from all over. A tremendous amount, including his own stuff. And gathered that, amassed it into a pile for a future temple that David never had the opportunity. The sacrifice that David put forth for something that he would never be able to see with his own eyes or enjoy, to me, is an incredible example and challenge as a parent. And then as he gives Solomon very specific instructions, one verse I want to key in on. 1 Chronicles chapter 29, verse 19. Now again, he had given Solomon the to-do list, if you will. And then he says, give my son Solomon, he's praying to the Lord, give my son Solomon the wholehearted desire to obey all your commands, laws, and decrees, to do everything necessary to build this temple for which I have made these preparations. David had done his best. David was not going to see the harvest of his tremendous sacrifice. And then David's request is, Lord, please allow my boy, Solomon's heart to be wholeheartedly desirous for what you desire. So my question today for us is, of course, that's our desire for our kids, for our grandkids, absolutely. But we're kids, we're grandkids of someone, and ultimately we are children of God. Wholehearted desire. I wholeheartedly desire to follow the Lord, but I'm also able to be deceived. I'm able to get off track. So the invitation that I have is, number one, yes, absolutely, Lord, let my kids and someday grandkids have a wholehearted desire. But I feel like before I can even pray that for them, I need to pray that for me. Lord, may my desires be pure, wholeheartedly for you. And may I have the discipline to every single day line up my life, my desires, my excuses, my reasons, my motives with a pure and holy God. And I got to tell you the truth. I try to do that every single day. I don't do it every day, I'm going to be honest. But every single time I do, I realize there's areas I'm wrong. Every single time. I'm grateful that by His grace that I keep coming back. I ask Him to keep me a soft, teachable spirit in me. But the reality is, every single time I ask the Lord to reveal to me things that are off, He does. Because I'm constantly wrong in areas. But I want to be wholeheartedly focused and obedient to my God. Ask the Lord to point out areas in which your desires, your motives, your actions, your plans don't line up with His. He's a good Father. He's not looking to whap you upside the head and tell you you're wrong. He's looking to invite us to the better road than what we could ever find according to our own intellect, our own desires, our own appetites, our own wants. Man, Solomon had a great daddy. He had a great example of a man that knew how to wholeheartedly follow and then knew how to pray, Lord, help my boy to also have wholehearted desire to obey all your commands. Excuse me, I pray that God blesses us with a wholehearted desire to follow Him.